Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd. And tickets for Avengers Endgame Encore have officially gone on sale. Yes, that is correct. Avengers Endgame is re-releasing in theaters this September. We're going to talk about the footage to expect from the film. We're also going to talk what the Russo brothers said about Avengers Endgame Encore and also just give a little box office update as well. So, if you are new to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That's the number one way you can keep up with all of the latest videos, news, leaks, rumors, you name it. We talk about it here on the channel when it comes to Marvel, Star Wars, DC, pop culture, and specifically Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, and without further ado, let us go ahead and hop into this Avengers Endgame Encore news. So, first of all, congratulations to Avengers Endgame Encore. That is definitely welcome, I guess you would say. It has already recorded the biggest pre-sale start ever for a re-release in just 2 hours. The pre-sales are also on pace with some of the strongest launches for any film in recent years. That is absolutely incredible. I know me personally, I got my tickets for opening night on Friday night, so I will be seeing the film once again. Cannot wait to watch it in IMAX. It's going to be a fun time. Again, I saw this film all the way back in 2019. It was a great movie, and just for it to re-release in theaters is also really, really cool. And with it having set up Avengers Doomsday is going to be really, really cool as well, which we'll talk about here in a second. However, with that being said, the Russo brothers have stated this film is required viewing for Avengers Doomsday. It is not just going to be, or Avengers Doomsday is not just going to be a film where you can pick up and be like, oh, I understand what's happening, right? So, again, Avengers Endgame Encore is required viewing for Avengers Doomsday, and that makes a lot of sense, right? We know that the Russo brothers have said, hey, we're going to go back in time with Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is already confirmed to be in this film. They're going to go back to where he was back when with Peggy, of course. So, again, I think that this film is going to be a really, really cool thing for Avengers Doomsday to kind of set up. But it is required viewing to understand what's happening in the multiverse saga. So, makes a lot of sense in the world. Now let's talk about what this new footage could be for Avengers or Doomsday rather. So, Marvel Studios teased in their little trailer for Avengers Endgame Encore that there is going to be an exclusive look at Avengers Doomsday. And yes, the film is a little bit longer than what it normally is. It's set around 3 hours and 1 minute. Now it is about at 3 hours and 5 minutes. So again, that makes a lot of sense, right? They're probably going to add maybe a scene or two, and the biggest scene that we've heard about is Steve Rogers returning the Infinity Stones, him going back in time, and Loki showing up and being like, hey, man, you're not supposed to do that. Let me take you to a universe to where you can do that, and ultimately that is going to be set up for Avengers Doomsday. However, with that being said, me specifically, I think they are teasing at two different things when it comes to Avengers Doomsday. Maybe even three. Maybe what it is that scene with Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter at the end of Endgame, and then Loki shows up. He's like, hey, you can't do that. Then they have a post-credit scene with, if you guys do not know, there's not a post-credit scene for Avengers Endgame. There's just Iron Man, kind of a callback to him dinging. Maybe what they're going to do is they are going to, of course, have that scene kind of transition into Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, and he is going to be making his armor once he has passed away in the MCU. I think that would be really, really cool. I think it would also connect the dots from Avengers Doomsday to Avengers Endgame even more, so that would make a lot of sense. And then last but certainly not least, I do think we are going to get maybe a minute and a half special look of Avengers Doomsday. Now, what that could be, we don't really know, but we have heard recently that Avengers Doomsday, the second trailer, the second full trailer, I should say, is going to be released online, but also it is going to feature, of course, a couple characters that have not been confirmed. And the rumor right now is that the two characters that are going to show up is Mobius and Doctor Strange, and that makes a lot of sense, right? There's a multitude of reasons why Doctor Strange would want to show up. He's going to be Doctor Doom's right-hand man here in Avengers Doomsday, right? He's going to believe in what Doctor Doom is doing for the multiverse. So that makes a lot of sense right there. And then also, I do believe Mobius showing up makes sense as well because, again, Mobius was a key player in Loki. Loki, of course, kind of holding the multiverse together right now. So those two things, they do make a lot of sense. I think this trailer is going to be more focused on the plot of Avengers Doomsday. I think that it's going to kind of just give us a more general idea on what's happening with the multiverse. Again, we know the X-Men are going to be in it. We know the Fantastic Four are going to be in it. But I think it's going to be doing some bigger hints and stuff when it comes to the world building of the multiverse and when it comes to just the setting up of the multiverse as well in Avengers Doomsday. So maybe what we're doing is we are going to get 3 different looks at Avengers Doomsday. 1, an extended scene of the ending scene. 2, of course, a scene with a scene with Robert Downey Jr. Just kind of creating his armor as Doctor Doom, transitioning from the end of Endgame to Avengers Doomsday. And then number 3, could get a special look / trailer for the film before it releases online. I think those 3 things make the most sense for Marvel Studios, and I personally cannot wait to see Avengers Endgame once again on the big screen for sure. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Maybe not every single day. Now that football season has started, I think what I'm going to do is a video every other day and then a couple of shorts on the days in between. I think that's a very efficient posting schedule, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But if I can get videos out, I'm going to try and get videos out. So stay tuned, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. Again, let me know how excited you are for Endgame's re-release and Avengers Doomsday, all in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.